everyone all around the world. It is such an amazing day, and what an amazing feeling it is to be connected to each and every one of you. Thank you once again for taking the time out to share with me this moment of empowerment. Today, I wanted to be able to speak with you about the subject matter of commitment. Now, I want you to picture for a brief moment that very thing that you are working towards. I want you to picture that very thing that you are looking to achieve, that you are looking to accomplish, and that you are looking to fulfill. Close your eyes for a brief moment. I want you to take into account internally, mentally. I want you to be able to picture all of those aspirations, all of those dreams, all of those goals, all of those internal desires, all of those desired outcomes, those things that you wish to attain, those passions that burn so passionately on the inside of you. I want you to picture that very mission that you have discovered in life. I want you to see that purpose. I want you to see that greater calling and that very path of fulfillment. Understand that all of these areas that I have named, there is something that must remain constant, and that is your level of commitment. Understand that when we make a commitment, first and foremost, we all have to be able to make a commitment towards the very quote unquote cause that is in front of us. We have to be able to stand in allegiance with loyalty by the very end result that we have set out to achieve. When it comes to that commitment, understand that we have made a dedication, that we have made it a devotion to be able to work towards that end result. Even when success is delayed, as I mentioned on yesterday, even when things aren't quite working out the way that we want to, we have to stand in allegiance by that very thing that we are working towards. Understand that we have an obligation when we make a commitment to ourselves. And honestly, even if we make that commitment to others, we have to understand that we have made an obligation to see it through until the very end. Now, understand that as far as that commitment is concerned, as far as that internal obligation is concerned, sometimes distractions will arise. Now, yes, you have those good distractions and you have those necessary distractions. You have to be able to distract yourself away from your work and away from your purpose and away from things like your mission in order to take the time out to, of course, eat and, of course, to get some rest at the end of the day. Those are necessary distractions. Taking it a step further, however, what do you do when those unnecessary distractions arise? When those things that may prove to be a little toxic, maybe a little unhealthy, that may prove to be so distracting to the point where they do not work towards your final end result. Well, guess what? Those distractions are also a part of the process. At the end of the day, we have to be disciplined enough. We have to be motivated enough to remind ourselves of the very thing that we have committed towards. We have to remind ourselves of the end result that we are working towards. Understand that we have to be able to maintain a direct link or a direct connection to the objective or the task that is in front of us. Those objectives and those tasks at hand that link us directly to that very goal, that end result, that final outcome that is to become a manifested reality. Stay the course and do not deviate from that very connection or that link. Understand that there is an internal flame on the inside of us all. Understand that there's an internal flame on the inside of you. This internal flame serves as a motivator. It gets us moving, it gets us energized, it gets us motivated for the day, for what we have to accomplish for the day. Understand that sometimes that flame will tend to die out. We have to be able to sometimes motivate the motivation. All right. Sometimes we have to be able to add fuel back to that very internal flame. Sometimes we have to be able to spark once again or ignite that internal flame. Once again, that goes back to reminding yourself of the very commitment that you have made. Remember to tell yourself and remember to be able to remind yourself of why it is that your internal flame burns in the first place. Remember why you are doing what you are doing. Remember who you are doing it for. Remember the end result that you are seeking to accomplish. Remember, you are on a divine path. You are on a righteous path, and you are on a called upon path of greatness, all right? And guess what? You need to be able to stay and remain committed to that greatness. Thank you so much for watching.